Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well during these stressful times. In today's presentation, I will be discussing the implications of Bill 21 and its significance. My position is clear. Bill 21 disproportionately affects marginalized groups and infringes key constitutional rights afforded to all Canadians. So sit back and grab some popcorn because the presentation is about to start. So quickly, what is Bill 21? For roughly the past 50 years, Quebec has been transitioning towards an aggressively secular society that aims to remove religion from the state. Among many reforms, Quebec has stopped public funding of religious schools, removed religious symbols in government buildings, and the newest addition is Bill 21, which bars all public employees from wearing religious symbols. This includes, but is not limited to, the Islamic hijab, the Sikh turban, the Christian cross, and the Jewish kippah. Quebec's Premier François Legault invoked Section 33, the notwithstanding clause, which protects the bill from the court striking down the provincial legislation based on violations in Section 2 and 7 through 15 of the Charter. The fundamental idea behind Bill 21 is that the religious symbols harm the sanctity of Quebec's secular norms. Therefore, it is warranted to implement internal restrictions which take away from the rights of minorities for the preservation of the group identity. Much of these ideas derive from Quebec's consistent secular ideas derived from its nationalistic history of trying to preserve and protect its ideals, such as language and culture. With the increased immigration and the dilution of the dominant group, Quebec is frantically zeroing down on xenophobic, discriminatory laws in an effort to assimilate multicultural populace. Furthermore, if Quebec nationalists desecuritize their perspectives on minority groups, an equality-based framework can only prevail. The Quebec government is actively participating in the institutionalization of discrimination by taking away opportunities from minority groups such as people of color and women. My constitutional argument rests on two infractions: Section 2, religious freedoms and freedoms of expression, and Section 15, the equality provisions. Section 2A of the Canadian Constitution, freedom of consciousness and religion, allow the Canadians to practice their beliefs without the state's intrusion within a reasonable limit. The government already enforces laws that prevent religious freedom, such as polygamy, but are rationalized by the harm it causes to women and children. The same is not present when wearing religious symbols. In trying to uphold laïcité, the Quebec government is infringing on religious freedoms, particularly towards minority, religious, racial, and cultural groups. Within a multicultural and diverse society like Canada, it is important to protect religious minority groups from state overreach and majoritarianism. The freedom of religion protects minority religious groups by allowing them to practice their religion openly. Religion exists in the private sphere, where Quebec still upholds and protects, but once religious symbols are worn in public, specifically institutions, the province believes it has a right to control and restrict aspects of religion. The majority of Quebecois believe Bill 21 is a positive for Quebec society, but we have measures in place that prevent tyranny of the majority. The freedoms allotted to all Canadians, including the freedom of religion, prevent majority groups from infringing the rights of minority groups. Furthermore, in Section 2, freedom of expression, rights are being infringed. Canadians have the right to express themselves as they wish, as long as they cause no harm. Religious symbols are an outward expression of one's faith that cause no harm to society. As an open expression of faith through religious symbols does not imply civil servants will indoctrinate or bring other aspects of religion into the workplace. It asks why other ideological convictions, such as political affiliation, aren't barred in public spaces. To me, it seems like the bill is not pushing for secularization, but also suppressing the voices of minorities. Section 15 relates to the equality provision. The provision covers race, religion, sex, age, or mental and physical disability. Bill 21 affects many racial, religious, and female minorities. Perhaps the most visibly affected group by Bill 21 are Muslim women. By barring Muslim women and other women who wear religious symbols, the province restricts their ability to fair and equal opportunities. The majority of women in Quebec come from North Africa and the Middle East. A feminist intersectional approach highlights that Muslim women are oppressed on the basis of being women, a person of color, and part of a religious minority group, which creates a unique form of discrimination. By restricting women who wear religious symbols, the state actively stops them from participating in society. The law disproportionately affects minority groups, resulting in greater harm and ostracization from society itself. To conclude, Bill 21 goes against Canada's multicultural spirit and embraces difference. Bill 21, in its aim for laïcité, disproportionately affects minority groups by infringing constitutional freedoms. Thank you and have a wonderful day.